to do a comic book that just, you can't really compare it to anything else. The Motorcycle Knight is essentially a British character. He rides a Triumph Tiger 80. It just seemed to come naturally that every phrase that he spoke would rhyme. I used the character of Bigfoot as the villain. It would seem to be a perfect foil for Motorcycle Knight, being both, fantasy type characters. The Gooseberry Fool. It's not something necessarily children would bring to the playground to feast on after playing a game of basketball, but I just wanted them to, realize that this was a strange story. The band Crush is a thinly veiled homage to the band Rush. I wanted a Canadian to summon Motorcycle Knight because Bigfoot Canada obviously could not be opposed by Rush, who are also Canadians. So it was their idea to summon Motorcycle Knight. Patrick is loosely based on myself. He wears a Star Wars t-shirt I had when I was probably that age. I tried to get into the mind of a 7-year-old as if they were writing the comic book. I wanted a well-rounded group of characters, and so I thought having different ethnicities in there, would just kind of give it an overall universal feel to it. When I set about illustrating Motorcycle Knight, my intention was to do everything as old tradition. That's, pen and ink on Bristol board, all the lettering done right on the board itself as opposed to lettering on the computer. Even when I got to the color stage, I used a halftone pattern to give it a look of an old printing process. Overall, it has a positive message at the end. It displays teamwork, and it's something that the adults could enjoy as well as the children, and both groups would enjoy it on different levels.